Okay, I want to show you just how easy it is to use Showcase. You see that now I'm set up that I can rotate my model and look at it. And I think of this as meet you, M-E-A-T and U. M, the first one, is the letter that I'll use to get materials. So if I show you how this would work, when I type in M, and I click on the screen, then type in M, sorry, you see these are the materials that are already in the scene. There's a lot more than you see. My screen is reduced in size, so there's more in here than is evident. These came from Revit, and these would be saved in a separate materials library if you want to do that as part of Showcase. The other thing is Showcase has its own materials, so you see it's got its own material library down here. How I might use this, I'm going to click on the scene just to clear the selection, and then I'm going to move over the window. I'm going to click on it, and I could go and I could select the material for that if I want to provide an override. But in addition to that, I don't want to do this one at a time. So you notice that if I right click, you see if I come up here, I can do all objects that have that material. It's all the objects that have glass. It's the material in Revit. And I'm going to pick on that to select all of the windows that are in my project. Then I'm going to come down to the material library that's part of Showcase, and under the filter I'm going to type in glass. This will limit the materials that show down here, and if I expand on this and expand on glass, you'll see that I can actually go in and select the clear glass. And then I'm going to click one more time on the screen just to clear the selection. So if I type in M, it'll go away. If I typed in T, remember I said meet you, are the letters that I remember, M-E-A-T-U, and then there's O as well, meet you O. Anyway, I'm going to type in T to get rid of the shots that are here, and I want to show you how to create some of these. So looking at my building, the first thing I'm thinking is I want kind of an establishing shot. So I'm going to turn this around. In fact, maybe I'll go to the front view so that I'm seeing this, and I might actually say F for fit, just to kind of, is that right? Let me just check that's correct. Yes, F for fit to bring it in like that. That's maybe a little too, I'm going to try and get in a little bit more. I can also use my arrow keys up and down to move in and out, so I'm moving in a little bit. I'm thinking I quite like that as an opening shot. Well, so if I type in T, that's the shots. These are the defaults that it gave me. I'm going to delete these because I want to show you how to do all of this stuff from scratch. Now under the create option, what I'm going to do is say create me, what do you want, a still shot, a cinematic shot, a start to end sequence, or something imported from other files. I'm going to start with a still shot. Now, what am I going to call the shot? Let's call it establish. How do I want to transition to this established shot? Well, there's options where I can say animate or move to that shot, or just go straight to the shot, or fade in from black to the shot. So because I'm thinking of this as the beginning of my movie, I'm going to use fade from black. I'm going to tell it how much time I want it to take to do that fade in. Let's say something like 4 seconds. And under here, under the motion type, still no motion for 5 seconds is what I want. There are other options that I could put in here, but I'm choosing a still shot with no motion that will last for 5 seconds. Let me give you let's make it 8, give you a little bit longer to see this. And then to capture the position that I'm at the moment, I'm going to click on this that says reset position. So if I ever come back to this established shot and move the position, all I need to do is click reset to find that location again. Think of it as recording the XYZ of my camera position. And if I click on preview, it'll actually kind of show me what's going on. And you see that it actually saved it down on the bottom left of my screen here. So I'm going to say close and just look at it like this. So the other thing that I might want to do is maybe I want to get in closer to the garden room, this left hand side of my building. So what I can do is I'm going to do I'll just do one other and then I'll stop. But I'm going to say I want a cinematic shot where what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. Right, what do I want to call it? Let me call it two garden room. And what do I want to do from the previous shot? Do I want to move to the position here, or do I just want to cut? I'm going to leave this at the moment as animate to shot. I'll when I put them together in a whole movie, you'll see the effect of these choices. But I'm just going to say animate to the shot. Just take 1 second, because I'm actually going to pick up from the last position of the previous. Motion type is I can give it a keyframe and the path, which it's got the distance to zoom in and the duration for zooming in. But I want to have a little more control over that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick on the option and say start to end. That means that now I'm going to have a beginning frame and an end frame. Right? So now I've got a choice. I want, for this particular shot, I want to start here, which is where I am just now, but you can see I can say start here just to set it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll forward to zoom in to the, and I'm panning to the, oops, sorry, let me go back to the, well, let me do it like I planned on doing it before. Let me go back to the previous shot, and what I wanted to do was I'm just going to roll forward and then I'm actually just going to pan to the right to get the position that I wanted to be at here. Right, this is looking at the garden room. Oh, sorry, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Yeah, is that? Oh, Jim. Anyway, let's turn a mistake into a distinct advantage. If I look at the properties, a learning opportunity, I should say. Right? If I look at the properties of the shot that I just created, I had a beginning and an end. And it turned out that my beginning was okay, but my end was not what I really wanted. So all I need to do to correct it is in this view here, click to clear, and then we just pan to the right, to the location that I want to be at when I zoom in. And now what I'm going to do is say reset the end. And I might want to give it a little more time to go from this position to that position. So let me say something like 8 seconds, and then let me preview it. So I'm going to use the ease in and out, which means it'll start up slowly and it will finish slowly. It'll kind of wind up and wind down, as it were. Preview should show you what I mean. So here's the beginning, and it picks up in speed, and as it gets to the destination it slows down a bit, or eases out. And that's what I actually want. Right? So I'm going to stop there. If you think of it this way, I can go anytime I want to present this. If I wanted to present it live, I could say show me what that's all about, and it plays back the establishing shot. And then if I move over here and say click on to the to garden room, and it's going to show me the next option. So I've got a zoom to point. Okay, let me stop there.